Because I think that's a pretty key concern about the ways we may need to access social media from now on. Concerns around the potential digital IDs being enforced. So I suppose through SafeGen, that's not going to happen.
Yeah. Well, to understand how it works, basically, every phone number can actually be turned into a hash, which is a scrambled version of that phone number. So rather than trying to identify every Australian that connects to social media, what we do at the moment is we have parents come in and voluntarily identify their kid's mobile phone number. It's hashed. And so when the social media companies connect to that list, they do a hash of the number that's associated with the social media account. And then they compare it to our list. And if it comes back that there's a child attached to that device, then they say, sorry, go and talk to your parents.
And look, kids are pretty tech savvy. Do you have concerns that children will find their way back onto social media?
Yeah, well, very early in the this process of trying to solve this problem, I have some friends that are in the IT space, and they're very tech savvy, and their kids just give them all kinds of grief with parent control software. Like and and for them to have trouble, I'm thinking it's a constant battle, and he just so
Hmm.
frustrated, and he knows what he's doing. So the general population, general families, really, they're really in the firing line because their kids are really tech savvy.
They
But
certainly are.
yeah, but with something like this, it's pretty binary. So, and it actually, interestingly, it happens at the telcos because you can't actually get a SIM unless you're an adult. And I don't think many people think about that. To actually have a SIM, you need to present all kinds of
Mm.
identity information. And so it's quite easy to work out who is an adult and who is a minor associated with it. But at the moment, we're just asking for parents to cooperate. And that's why we started organically just doing opening up the service so people can actually add their kids. And we've got a simple sign up system on the site, on the safegen.com.au site, where people can add themselves first as a parent and then add their child's number. And it all just happens automatically from there. There's no stuff you've got to do on the phone. There's no software to load or any of that. It's all done at the social media side. And the social media companies are all collecting mobile numbers anyway, because that is what you use for your second factor when you authenticate your account. So
Mm.
it's one of those things which is pretty obvious after you see what we're up to.
Yeah. Well, I
Hopefully,
certainly,
it really becomes a good, simple national solution.
yeah, well, it's certainly a great focus to focus on, making the internet a safer place for children without destroying individual privacy. Ric Richardson, Australian inventor, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.